Welcome back to the channel. It is Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. If you are returning, thanks for coming back. And if you're new, I'm so glad you're here. We are going to play with some oversized book page, 10 plus ideas, some of the best oversized book page ideas for junk journals or for any journal. This is a viewer request from my friend and yours, Carol at A Crinkle Path. If you don't follow her, go check her out. And I've done one of these before, but as I do often when I'm on the road, I just start playing with book pages and just see what I come up with. I'm not sure that any of these are special. None of them are probably things maybe that somebody else hasn't done before, but they're all fun things to do with oversized book pages. And I love using oversized book pages because they're versatile, very versatile. So I have this really, really old encyclopedia of cooking. I wonder when this is from. Let's see. I picked this up at the thrift store about maybe on one of my last trips and stuck it in my to-go bag. And I've been using it ever since because the images are pretty cool. 1970, what? Yeah, 1973 it was republished. 62 initial publication. But man, this thing's seen its better days. So I took the top or the front of it off because it was just about as bad as the back. Actually, it was worse, and I threw it out because it was nasty. But since then, I've been playing with it, and I am just going to get right after it, and we're just going to make some things. Before we get into the makes, just a couple of really easy things that you can use your books for, regardless if it's a cookbook or some other oversized pages, just fussy cutting. And I haven't really fussy cut these. I just kind of cut images out that I liked and have them here. So if I want to use them on another piece, then I can do that. This we're going to put, we may use those little onions in a second. So of course that's one that we won't count that as our 10 plus ideas, but you know, it's an idea. The other thing I wanted to say, now I've cut this page down. It was actually a leftover, and I liked that it said food festival. So very simply, just take that bad boy, because for me, now I know not everybody's like that. A lot of people just use single book page. They put them on their pages as journal tucks and pockets. I feel like I need things a little bit more sturdy. So I like to double up a lot. So you'll see a lot of that today. So just to kind of reinforce it, just fold it in half, and there you have, I mean, you could put some plain paper on the back and make it a journal spot. It can be a pocket, a tuck, you know, all kinds of cool things. But there you have it. I know, simple but true. Hang with me because we got some cool things coming up. The other thing, I don't know why I have this one, green pea soup. We'll just stick it in here and maybe we'll use it another time. Same thing, I just folded this in half, and this was a leftover, but now it's sturdy. I can use it to collage on. I can use it as a journal card. I can embellish it. A little yellow cake, it says. So there's that. But let's get after it and check out what we've got so far in here. I've got all the rest of them over here. Oh, I think, let me look in this. How many did I put in here? Ooh, I hope there was only 2. I thought I had 3. We're going to go all the way back here. I picked out some pages in advance to make it a little bit easier. And of course, I picked pages that are at the very back. What we're going to do, I left this how it was. Now, this is very sturdy, as you guys can probably tell. But I left it the full-size page. Now, this book is, this isn't the biggest book in the world, about 11 by 8.5. So I've worked with many larger, but once you have this made, then you can cut it for whatever project you're working on. Now you might have to glue again, but we'll just cut this kind of almost in half. That's gonna be, I need to get out my big cutter, my new cutter, or my scissors. Now let's just say we want to have a couple little pockets on our page. Now I'm going to have to re-secure that, which is not a big deal. But now out of 3 pages, well, more than that, but I've now created 2 triple pockets. So I've got a pocket here, 1, 2, and 3. And you could put it on your page either way. You could do it this way, you could do it this way. You could do it, just glue it here and then use it as a big pocket there. So that is one thing that you can do. And the way that I do it when I have these oversized books is pretty simple. Because I want to, oh, and I can make this easier. I didn't do it that easy when I first, let me make sure these 3 pages I'm kosher with it. Sure. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this in, and I just kind of use, if there's lines on the page, which a lot of books there aren't, I'm just gonna fold it in, and before I glue it, I'm gonna fold it in again. Oop, that wasn't straight. All right, so now I've got it folded in 3, so I've really reinforced this particular page, and I'm just gonna glue it all together. I'm getting real generous with my glue here. All right, so you're just going to fold it in and fold it in. There's our first pocket. What, she says? Well, here's what's going to happen. I'm gonna now fold this next one. Maybe we'll do this one a little bit bigger. So let's just fold this one right in half. And glue her up. I'm gonna go a little bit quick on this. Well, a little bit quick. I think quick. All right. Oops. Yep, I'm liking it. Now we're gonna take the 3rd page and we're just gonna see where we want this one. And we're just gonna do it right about there. Maybe right on that line-ish. There we have it. I'm gonna flip it over here. Can you guys see that? Jeez. Yeah, you can. Whew. And we're gonna glue this down. And that is how easy it is. Now, you're probably wondering how I'm gonna get this out of there. I am just showing you, like, when I'm on the road, what I do. If I'm in the car and I'm making stuff with an oversized book, you know, a lot of times I don't tear things out right away. I might make them and then cut them all out when I get to my destination. But you could tear each page out and do the very same thing just as easily. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my box knife and I'm just gonna cut all of them out. Hopefully. I feel like I'm getting this index more than I'm... Did I get that one? No. Get this. Yikes. And that's gonna be crooked. It's okay. We'll make it work. Now I'm just gonna push this away for a minute. And then I'm gonna glue these all together. And then when they're all finished, then I can cut them in half if I want. But the nice thing is, if you do a bunch of these in advance, you can just keep them as they are. Oh, there's glue. And cut them down when you're ready to use them on a project. That's the easiest way. So this is a good way to build your stash of ephemera. Hang on a second. I need a paper towel. I need a Kleenex is what I need. And if I want to put like a thumb notch in these, I will just do it when I make it or when I use it. But you could do that now if you wanted. You could cut them in half and make 2 of them right now. But this is how we're going to do it for this. So now I have my 1, 2, and 3 pockets already made. Ta-did. Let's put that there. Okay. Well, what is next? What do I have in here? I thought I had 3 things. That's not one of them. Let me just make sure. Let me flip through here. Okay, I guess that's it. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are going to use this, and we're going to use, ooh, I don't know though. You know what, we might do something different. Here's what I did. All I did was took a page that in this case was colorful, and then I just took a scrap and I wrapped it around halfway and made it a little belly band. That's all that is to that. So there we have it. But these are pretty cool. Now, let's see if we can do something similar. Similar-ish. Let's find a page. Okay, these are all alcohol boozy drinks. Bougie drinks. So we're gonna cut a page out of here. And this would be good if you have like a binder journal, because you could use the bigger pages. Oops, just tear it out. Oops. All right, now let's push this away. I think I've got all the pages already pulled out for all the rest of the projects. My thought is, let's cut this out. Maybe even cut all of this out and see what happens when we add it to a page. I don't know. It might be way too big, but I don't know. It seems fun. It just looks so refreshing and summery. I'm ready for berries. Now, I will tell you though, I eat fresh berries almost every day. Raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries. And the best place that I feel is most consistent and has the best, freshest, most flavorful berries is Aldi. I love their berries. And I do not buy the organic ones usually. I mean, if that's all they have, that's what I'll buy. But I'm not picky about my berries being organic or not. Organic? We're gonna go crazy here. But essentially we can do the same thing. We could make a pocket around it, or a belly band around what our finished product is. But I just think this might be a little more different. For those of you counting, well, I wonder how many ideas we have already done. I mean, if we counted all of them that I showed you earlier. Ooh, I gotta come. Nope, I'm just gonna go right here. Let's not get crazy. We'll use the X-Acto knife for that. I don't want to mess it up too much. This looks delicious. I wonder what it is. Probably said on the other side of the page, but I'm not going to keep the stem on that one because I don't think that would turn out very well. I'd probably lose it in gluing anyway. I don't know. Hopefully we can get through all these. I thought I'd be faster, but now I'm changing my mind. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Once you get started doing these things, your creativity just goes wild. And that's why I like sitting down with just a great big oversized book or scrap paper and just seeing what I can create. You know, watch some football, basketball, hockey, whatever it is you want. And now I'm just taking this not so great. I should, you know, you can break these off and make them fresh, sharp and fresh, but I'm not going to do that on camera because I'd probably end up ruining it, and I need it. What are you all working on today? Anything exciting? I love hearing about what you're all working on. I have to say, I have been extremely productive today, if I don't say so myself. I am all caught up on work chores, or I should say house chores, most work projects, and I have managed to get, that was not very good. I think I'm on my 4th video today while I've been doing laundry. Multitasking at its best. It does always make you feel good when you can fill in the time. You know, usually when I'm doing laundry, I'm also then folding laundry or cleaning something up. Okay. Now we're going to have to, in order to use this on a book page, we're probably going to have to cut that apart. Oh, I forgot this part. So now we have this. Let's get this up here. Hear me out. Maybe this is a bad example. Do I have, here, let's use this one. This one doesn't have anything on it. So we have that. Excuse me. Now we're going to attempt to cut this out without ripping it. Let's see if I can break that off. I'm not going to do it. I just want this so you can see all of the writing through it. Boy, it's taking me much longer than I had planned. Well, get a beverage, kick back, get a snack. You'll want to stay, though, because there's some really fun ones that are upcoming. But I thought this would be kind of neat so you can see. This is sort of a play on collage a little bit, sort of-ish. All right, there we go. Now, I'm thinking like this. Now, it would be better if I had something to put underneath this, but I don't. So, let me see where I can put this. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to glue this one on first. I borrowed this mat from Mo, and it is extremely well used. Like her, you know, she cut on this every, you know, well, probably not every quilt, but so it is really well loved, and things stick to it. Like they don't budge because there's little grooves in it from reusing it. Okay. I wanted to keep that Whiskey Daisy. Well, you know what? No one said we can't. There we go. Gosh. Here, let me put some of that. This is not one of my favorite glues, as you all well know. All right. Get it all down there. It looks cute. Now, we're simply just going to cut this off. And then we need to see where this is going to go. Okay, so I want to cut off just a little bit of that wonky edge. As close as I can get to the edge without... Oh, I need to get it. I need to remember to put a new blade in my bag the next time I travel. All right. Now what we're going to do is see where this little guy, he'll fit right here. So let's get some glue on there. I'm going to stick it right over here. We want that brandy fizz to show and the bourbon fizz. There we go. Whoa, I almost ripped the basket. Now all we're gonna do is to make it look a little bit more normal, if you will, is we're just gonna cut right here. And then we're going to leave the fizzes part on there. And now we have a long tag or belly band. And then I know that went down a whole different road than what you were thinking. I feel like this one needs to be, I'm just going to fold it for now, and we'll see depending on what project it, or you could put it in a page and flip it over. So there you go. Another little idea. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll call that 5. And then fussy cut, we're at 6 already. You know I couldn't go without counting it up. Okay, here's a really easy one. Now this is using 2 pages. Here's what we're gonna make. This is where our little onion's going to come in. So what I did on this is I liked this picture right here. And so I just wanted it to be like a door or a gatefold. So what I did in order to make that happen, for example, I want her to be in the middle because I think she's cute. Now let's see what's on this other side. Nothing there, really. Is there anything on this side? Not really. So what we can do, actually, we'll do it this way. And that way, oh, somebody's puppy is barking. Let's see where we have to come together. I want to fold right here. Let's just do it this way so that I can see. Ooh. It's going to be farther over. Let's just do this. Well, that's okay. All right, now we've got this folded like this so we can put our little onion. If I don't think I want to use that onion, I need to find something different. But all we're going to do is just glue these together so it's a little more sturdy. And then we could cut this down again when we're ready to use it. I won't do it now because I don't know what it's going to go in, but probably I'm not going to use it this large. Puppy, be quiet. Oh, shoot. Got a little too much glue over there. I just want this up here. It's going to be fine. Otherwise, I think it looks funny. Like it makes it look crooked. Okay, now. Do it this way. You just fold it this way, and you fold it this way. And then you trim this up apparently because I folded it in a little bit too far. But that way you have a little more substantial. Goodness gracious, my cutting skills today are not. Look at that. For the love of Pete, Angela. Who is Pete anyway? Do we know? There we go. So now what I would do is find something that coordinated. And I think I'll wait because this is like beverages. So maybe I can find a cute little something to put in there. But what you could do is just make a little closure, put a little tuck on there, and it would be all set to go. There you go. There's number 7. Number 8, I went ahead and cut these down. We've done these many times before, but these are just perfect little envelopes. So out of one book page, I got 2 envelopes. So as you know, we've done this many times before. You're just going to fold it, bring it to the center, bring it to the center, fold it up. I'm going to fold this down instead of cutting it off, and I'll glue it later. So I feel like we need to get to rock and rolling. And you've got an envelope. And then I have one that I can make even smaller than that. So I'll put that one aside. Now, if you want, you can cut out all of these little corners here, right here, right here. I'm not going to cut those out. I'm just going to roll with it. Well, maybe I will. This is going to be a little bit off, I think. It's okay. But all this does is it keeps things from, it keeps it more, what am I trying to say? Smooth, and you don't have like big pieces. I don't know what I'm trying to say. That dog's throwing me off out there. Okay, now all you're gonna do, keeps from getting too bulky. Whew, words are hard, Ange. Words are hard. And then you just glue it right here. Maybe. I let Zenny out. There's a dog or a cat, a black cat that's, I don't know whose cat he is, but, or she. I think it's a he. Who just hangs out, but there you go. Now you got envelopes. Number 8. He loves to hang out, and Zenny spotted him today and went running after him, and they actually were fine with each other. You know, Zenny doesn't mind cats, but then he started to run away and ran under my car, and she ran after him, and I was like, oh, no. I got to leave today. The last thing I want to do is run around town looking for you, Zenny. And I don't think she'd go very far, but still. All right, this one's kind of fun. This you would use, and I left this the full size of the page. Well, no, I guess I did take it down a little bit after I trimmed up the edges, but you can make this any size you want. But the intent is, if you've got your journal, this can be actually part of the, you can glue it into a page on the other side of the signature. So then this page is a signature and this page is a signature, and it flips with your 3 pockets. So that's why this little flap is there. Okay, so all we're gonna do, I liked this for the front, and I used just 2 pages together, and I just glued them together first. That's what I did. Did I? Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to go get my punch. It's right here. No, not to worry. The only reason I'm doing this is I'm going to do this. I'm going to glue it here. Oh. Right now, I'm just gluing it here against this part where it's going to fold, and right here. You see where I'm going with that? Then we're going to cut it in a minute. So I just want this to be right up even with that. Sort of-ish. This page isn't the most even. Okay. Now I'm just going to fold over just a bit. I don't want to lose much of that image on the other side. This is what's going to be adhered to our signature wherever we put that. Now all I'm going to do is decide, so this would be too big as it is. So let's cut this down. That should about do it. We can use this for a tag if we want. And now I'm going to make 3 pockets. And I'm not measuring these 3 pockets. I'm just going to basically go right there. And right there. Now that I have that done, now I can go ahead and glue my pieces. I think that was pretty crooked, but that's okay. One, 2, and if you wanted to make a bunch of these because you love them, then you would get, I mean, you could make dozens of them in minutes. Well, okay, maybe 6 or more in minutes. We're just gonna glue where we cut. There's probably a lot of ways you could do this, and I'm sure I probably have, but this one's the only one that's fully undone. So you're just gonna, and then you can, you know, zhuzh it up, decorate it up the way you want it, and you've got a pocket flip. Smashing. And then that would be, I don't know, I think that's number 9 or 8. I don't know. But then you can just make your tags just like we did before and put them right inside of there. So this one's a little bit longer, but I could cut up off a little there and a little down here should I choose. I'm just leaving them like they are because time-wise. I've lost count, so officially you guys are in charge now. This one, all I did, very similar to the first thing that I showed you, I just doubled this up so that it's made it more sturdy, glued it, and then on this one, I would probably do it a little bit. Yeah, that's good. So now this is going to be a flip out or tuck in, a tuck out, or you could make this as part of, you know, wrap it around your page. And you know, this, you could put writing space back here. You could put pockets on the other side, and then you could glue this down and make it a tuck spot. But all you did is you're folding it, that easy. What's this? Oh, this one's a little more complicated. But this is essentially what I did as a quick waterfall, but just using these pages. So what I've got is, how many pages did I use here? 1, 2, 3, and then these must have been my remnants. So I have 4 flip outs, so I could decorate. I just like these images, so maybe I could put writing space up here. And they were all kind of C-worthy. And then I just folded all those together. I was flipping, depending on where the pictures were. And then I took a piece and made this a pocket right here. And then this a pocket right here. So I'll show you quickly. And then this one was an extra piece that I thought I might do something once I put it on the page to put it right here, or maybe I'll just do it separate and then just do it as a little flip up. So that is what we're going to make now. Here's what we're gonna do. I really like her a lot. And I'd kind of like her to be on the front, but I don't think that's gonna work. So we're gonna go with Let me see, where are my people at here? I've got them eating some burgers. She's eating some cake. So we're gonna take the children first. And we're just gonna go right here. And we're gonna tear this. Let's see, who's gonna be on front? I guess they are. So, I think I'll make it so that this is a little bit longer. So I'm just eyeballing where I'm folding it. There you go. So that's your first page. Gosh, these are really not straight. I wonder why. Don't answer that. Okay, now we're just gonna cut all three of these because they're all pretty much the same width if I go right here, I think. Oh, maybe not. She's gonna have to be up like this. So, maybe we'll make her into a, see, this is not the right size, dang it. I wondered about that. I'm just gonna use this. See what I'm saying about that mat? Oh, there we go. So we got you here. She is going to, and this just takes a little playing around with it. I'm still gonna have to trim that down. Okay, let's just make her, because I think she's so cute, because we could make her into a pocket. And now we have all these that we can do something with later. And then let's see, do we want, if we have this flips up, we could put a pocket here, let her flip up, and then let's do this one. Do I dare even do this? And it won't be same size, I'm sure. And then we'll make this one. It's sort of the same size. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I don't want them to be hanging out too much. I'll just have to trim this up. There we go. All right. So this is just, it's kind of a easy, it's kind of a simple waterfall idea. Okay, let's see. We're gonna put something here afterwards, so we'll keep that like it is. We'll keep you like you are. This we're gonna cover because I don't like it. The little babies are upside down. So let's just do a little gluey. And all we're doing is adhering. Let's see, what else do I have left? Yeah, we'll just glue this down here for now. And I'm just kind of folding a little bit of above what that glue part was. We're gonna leave this one like that. And we'll make these two pockets. Should we put them together? Yeah. Let's glue these together and make these all pockets. And then I can cover the parts that are, but I mean, you could do a lot of different things. The last one, I did it so it would just fit over a page. But this one the whole thing could fit over the top of a page. And then you have all kinds of flip-flops. And, okay, so we got kiddos. Did I get that glued down? I'm gonna give it a little more. Something we could do there. Girl. First date. This can be covered with a pocket. And all I would do for a pocket is, you know, find a piece that's big enough and just put it on there. And then we've got 3 pockets there. Well, no, 2 pockets, 1, 2. So this, you could take your piece and put it right over the top. And so now you've got this. That wouldn't really work. Not if you want them to look like that. So instead, you're just gonna put it onto the page and then it's gonna do the flips. Whew. All right. Here, this one is the very same thing, well, pretty much. The only difference is, this is also a flip out. The only difference with this one is that I did not cut it. So my intent was I can then, when I'm ready to use it, make 3 different pockets and use each one of them on a page, on a different page. So we kind of already did that one before. There we go. I got a lot of stuff over here. All right, what's next? What's next? Oh, I think this one's, oh, this is a fun one. Yes, and it's easy. Where are my pages for this? This I said I was gonna make tags out of. Because I like the little weenie guy. Oh, I already cut these down. So, well, that was smart of me. So on this one, you're just going to double it up. I took one page and I folded it in half, just like this one, okay? And then I really like these 2 little girls with the chicken livers. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this onto this cover, but there's a little bit of a lip here, so I'm going to glue that onto here as well. And I'm going to do that first just because my stuff's not very straight. Okay. So there you go. That is glued down, right? Now, what I'm going to do is simply take my ruler and just like, if you haven't seen the video that I just did, you won't know this, but we are going to just make a slit in that for a tuck right there. So easy. Now we have a place to, give me a tag. Put this, right? So all we're going to do to make that happen is now we're just going to glue these 3 edges. And that way and let's see, how wide is that? Right here. I am gonna glue farther in so that my tags don't get lost. You know, don't slide over if it's not so deep. So now I just kind of have to figure out where that is. Does that make sense? So if I leave it all open and just do it on the very edge there, your tag could get lost inside. This way, it just looks like a regular piece of paper. But ta-da! You got this lovely lady. And you've just done a hidden pocket. There you go. All right, this I was going to make tags out of. I don't think I need to explain that to you, but I thought this one was really cute. I want these Frankfurter families to all be a part of this. And I just kind of liked the look of this. So I thought, really, these each could be a tag. And that also has information on the back, too. So it's a whole bunch of weenie recipes. Do you guys like hot dogs? Yes or no? I do. I prefer hot dogs like from a ballpark, you know. All right, now there you go. You're going to glue it all together. I'm going to go ahead and cut this right where it makes sense. So now I have 2 little Frankfurter weenie tags. There we go. Ta-da. Not sure what I was doing with this one, but I feel like I've lost one. Oh, that was for the other one that we didn't make because it's pretty self-explanatory. It was like the other one. All right, this one's a little more, it's not complex. It's just a little more, it's the last one we're doing. So all you're going to do, I wanted that little girl on the front and I liked or on the back, and I liked the cakes and torts. So what if you can't see that here, we've got a side pocket here, a side pocket here, and then a pocket in the back, and that's just the folio. So it's just a little folio. You could use this as your signature, or you could glue it in and then have it be a little flip out. So what did I pick out for this? I think some Italian, yes. So what I'm gonna do is, this might have, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll make this, I think I did it different because of the orientation of that one there. We're just gonna go right here. We're just gonna rip this off, okay? And how big do I want this? Let's just go right here. All right, so now we have what's really gonna be our cover. And, oh, I like these ladies. Okay. What I think I will do, I don't want to lose any of these recipes. Although this is flimsy. See, I doubled it up when I did this one. But you know what? We're just going to leave it because I think it's awesome. I want those ladies in there. So I'm just going to glue this. And maybe this one will be a little bit different in that maybe we'll do it as a fold out, depending on what happens when I flip it over. What do you say? Oh my goodness. I wonder what time of day it is. Time for my laundry to be done and for me to hit the road. That's what time. Okay. So essentially what we're doing is we're making our booklet so it folds over. Oh yeah. So let's see here. Let's get this part off first, because I don't think that's gonna, we'll save our mushies for something else. There we go. All right, and I'm just going to fold. It feels like that's kind of the natural fold for the folio. Okay, this is cool. This one will be a little bit different. This one I did 2 side tucks, but I want to keep these cute little Italian ladies who are, I'm going to do it this way, who are making their own pizza dough, I think, or maybe some noodles. We'll make this a pocket. Because we can, do you see, I guess I'm kind of proving my point as to Oh, but I do like that that had like real splashes of some kind of food, probably, I don't know, pasta sauce, let's say that. Okay, so there's that pocket there. And now inside here, we can still do our cool, oh, this is cute. Can I fit them both on here? I love that. Don't you guys? So I'm just gonna go like this. Let's see. I'm just gonna start this, pulling this off. And seeing where this ends up. Because I do like it kind of like that. And then we're gonna go, where's my, we're gonna go right here. And remember, I'm just eyeballing this. I just don't want it to be, dang it. I don't want it to be too much in that curve or that seam. We're still okay. Could I have done that, like, on the money? Let's see. Oh my gosh. It's a miracle. Even though I got a little rip there, that's okay. It will fix itself. We are going to glue all of that right there because it's only one single sheet. So it's a little more fragile. And there you go. Oh, you get to see a little bit of that. There we go. Now, we could also do the same thing on this other side. We could leave it how it is. I'm just going to leave it how it is because we've been here for a long time. All right, let's see what we accomplished today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know that was a fast run through. So we have our folio. That was one. We're just going to go backwards here. Let me get all my scraps out of the way. We got some cute little Frankfurter tags. There's 2. We have our hidden pockets. That's 3. Hidden pocket folio. We have our waterfall. That is number 4. We have our great big, let's see, we have that other one too. Let me find it because we're going to include those together. Number 5, so we have our tags. There's our other folio. That one is the same. We have number 6, which is a pocket, which also folds out. You could just do a regular pocket as well. Oh my gosh, I've already lost track. Well, anyway. I'm not counting over. All right, we have this one that is the same thing. That's that fold out. We have the flippy floppy flat tag. We have envelopes. We have the window or gate fold. We have, obviously, the die cuts. We have a pocket. Tags we already talked about. And then we have the 3 pocket that we can just cut down and make how we want. That's a lot of ephemera for a short amount of time. I hope that you guys all, oh wait, I'm not done. We forgot this and that. Now we're done. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was quick. I know it was kind of a down and dirty, not very detailed. It was more of, you know, here's the steps. But hopefully it sparks your creativity and grab an oversized book and have at it. Until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be. If you're so inclined, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel and give this a thumbs up. Until next time, cheers.